We'll get started in a second. What's going on, guys? We'll get started in just one moment. I got to rearrange some stuff here. What is the GFS show on snow here? Oh, man. Oh, man. GFS and Euro are being super nice to everyone. Wow. Not the Southeast, but most people. So basically no snow for Southwest Indiana. It depends what model you look at. It's perfectly fine being in a hole of no snow if you're surrounded by snow this far out. That's actually where I'd rather be because storms shift. B, what's going on? All right, we're going to start here in 1 second, guys. We'll get started here in 1 second. This is the latest Euro. Pretty crazy. We got a snowstorm. Heavy snow falling portions of upstate New York, northeastern PA, Scranton. Let's reorganize. Where do I want this? Where do I want this? Is it? That looks good. Right there. Right there. That's fine. Do I want my window open? I'm a little cold. Oh, shit. Shoot. What was that, guys? Oh, my God. My kids are destroying my office. My kids are destroying my office. Oh, my God. Why? Why must they destroy everything they touch? Why? Someone help me. Send help. Alright. What do I need to get before I start? I don't have any beverages in here. I feel like I need a beverage. What do you guys think? Should I go get a beverage? Severe weather, Southwest Indiana, Sunday, right? We'll talk about that. We'll get into all of it. This is a really fun Euro and GFS update. Gives a lot of cold air and snow opportunities for people who haven't seen it in a little bit. So that's good. Yeah. This is going to be a fun one. My videos are uploaded. I know I'm like not on a schedule right now. I'm still trying to stream and upload every day, but my schedule's in whack. I know. I'm trying to be consistent morning or evening, but I've been all over the place. So, sorry for that. BNTX, what's going on? No Red Bull. I have so much Red Bull, though. All right. Good afternoon. Didn't you just get a giant case of Red Bull? Four cases of Red Bull. Here's the latest. By the way, they need to fix this right now. The NWS is saying expected amount for Minneapolis over the next 72 hours is a dusting. That is wrong. Minneapolis could end up with 8 inches of snow on Sunday. So they should probably get to correcting that. But let's go over the latest totals. Expected amounts from our storm. I'm going to talk for a few minutes here about everything that's happening. Severe weather, snow, ice, January outlook, whatever. New Year's Eve forecast, and then I'm going to take questions. Like I always do, no eggnog. I could really go for, well, yeah, let's go get it. I might need a Red Bull. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Here we go. Philadelphia, inch or two. Central Jersey, we'll say 2 to 5 inches is possible here. New York City, we're looking like 6, 7 inches, somewhere in there. High end, 9 inches in New York City. Low end, 6, 5. Long Island looks great. 6 to 9 inches. Hudson Valley, upstate New York. Looks good. Binghamton, Syracuse, Rochester, Albany. Utica. However you say that. 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches. Good. Upstate New York. Western Connecticut, very nice. 5 to 7 inches. Eastern Connecticut, not too bad. Right? 3 to 4, 5. Rhode Island could get a few inches of snow there if you're lucky. I'd say 1 to 3 in Rhode Island. Could get a little bit more on the high end. Boston, maybe you get an inch. High end, you get like 4 or 5 inches in Boston. The difference between the high end and low end is pretty crazy. In Boston, there you go. 4 to 5 inches maybe. Western Connecticut, not bad. 3 to 6 inches. Northeastern PA, not bad. You guys could get, anywhere between 2 to 7 inches up in this region. You're going to want to be far up northeastern PA to get the high total. Someone in here is going to get a foot of snow, I think. I think someone in here is going to end up getting a foot of snow or close to it. Could even be a good band over New York City. We'll see. Anyways, that's what's going on with this, okay? Midwest, we're not going to look at expected. We're going to look at high end because I expect the storm to do something like this. Or not. I'll post my own expectations on my X today. I'll tell you how much snow we're going to get. Okay? My projections for this storm are looking really good right now. The one that I made a few days ago. Okay. Minneapolis, I think easily. I think we could easily get 5 inches in Minneapolis, if not more. I'm thinking maybe we even get towards the high end 8 inches. But let some things adjust here. Not bad, right? This is going to be Sunday into Monday. Not bad. 5 to 6 inches, 5 to 9 inches through this region. So Denver could even get a little bit of snow here as well. Maybe 2 to 4 inches if you guys get lucky. A little bit of that cold air sinking off the mountains. You got a little precipitation as the storm moves through. Obviously, tons of snow in the high elevations out west. Not much snow, low elevations. Quickly, I'm going to get to your questions in just a second. I want to go over the latest. The Euro's going crazy. Wants to put snow back into Chicago, Ohio. Obviously, Illinois, Indiana. A little bit into West Virginia. Kansas wants to give you guys some love. Omaha, Nebraska, the Dakotas, Iowa. So I'll show you what this looks like on the latest Euro. There's a storm moving off the coast. A little bit of a warm-up. You guys are going to get low 50s, high 40s. This is going to be snow melting heat Sunday as we're moving into Sunday morning, right after this snow falls. But it's going to be quick. I'm talking about a 24-hour warm-up. I don't think you're going to lose all your snow in New York, Long Island, Jersey. You're going to lose a little bit of snow, but because this warm-up's going to last maybe even like 18 hours quickly, and then you're, boom, well below freezing again right after that. So I think you guys are going to have some good snow on the ground for New Year's Eve, which is pretty awesome. But look at this, guys. Holy smokes. Sunday afternoon into evening. Where did that come from? Oh, that's right. For the last 5, 6, 7 days, I think I've been saying, hey, guys, I know we don't see a snowstorm right here, but that doesn't make sense to me because we have a very sharp Bear Clinic boundary. Why don't we see anything here? Warm and moist air, cold, dry air. Why is there nothing here? Well, the models decided to stop screwing around, and now they've got a big snowstorm for this area. Guys, we all knew it. Chat, you knew it. I knew it. Anyone who knows anything, okay, babies knew this. Babies knew this was going to happen, okay? You just don't get that Bear Clinic boundary, that sharp Bear Clinic boundary with the southerly flow and not get a snowstorm. Okay, let's stop messing around. Honestly, these models should all be put in timeout for taking this long to see this snowstorm. Anyways, here we go. A little bit of snow develops on the back end here. Maybe you get, this is going to be tougher down here because you have the moisture up here. It's going to be tougher back here. Dry snow, but cold air. So it's going to be fluffy. Maybe some good accumulation totals. Just doesn't snow a bunch. Omaha, if you're lucky, get a few inches here. Look, Des Moines, Minneapolis could be really the target area here. And then Green Bay could be pretty good. UP, Michigan, not looking bad, right? Severe weather down here. We got to watch this Sunday night into Monday. Definitely got to watch this. Severe weather chances down in here. Almost done, guys, and I'll get to all your questions. Severe weather, Dixie Alley out towards the southeast, out towards the mid-Atlantic maybe even. Sunday into Monday. This low pressure and very cold air, 10 to 20, maybe even 25 degrees below average air, begins to sink out east as we approach New Year's Eve. Lake effect snow activates. More snow for inner New England. Big. This could be big lake effect snow totals. I haven't really heard anyone talking about how major this could be, but whatever. We'll be talking about that soon. And then here we go. New Year's Eve day. What's happening? Oh my gosh. Suddenly. Chat, were we talking about this? Where was this? Where was this yesterday when we were talking about it? It was right here. That snow was right here. And what did we say? If this storm speeds up a little bit, that snow could be right in here. Chicago, Minneapolis, Des Moines, right? There it is. Reading these models like a book. Okay, so a little bit of a chance for snow New Year's Eve at midnight. Who has a chance for snow New Year's Eve at midnight? If you're anywhere in here, I'll even put it a little bit farther south. If you're anywhere in here, you still got a chance at snowing as the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve. You could get some really nice snow, obviously, if you're really in one of these bands here. So I still think it's possible you get snow out in New York City at midnight. It's going to be cold enough. You see what happens here. As we get into January 1st at night, you get snow out there again. Philly, New York City, potentially. See that snow right out there? Maybe Northern Virginia, Maryland, D.C., Baltimore. Maybe just a little bit. So again, you speed up even more. Maybe you do get snow in New York City midnight. But anyways, pretty cool. Another storm system slams into the west as we get into next weekend. Lots of snow for the Rockies. You guys are going to like this. You guys have been dry and cold air finally out there for the west. And what happens? Ooh, snowstorm for the central southern plains maybe. Look at this. Look at this storm. Giving a lot of people love next weekend. This is getting out towards the end of the model. But this right here, oh man. Does that look like a heavy snowstorm potentially for the mid-Atlantic and New England coast again? So you're saying there's a chance. Absolutely. And what is this? Chat, what is this? Is this our jet stream all the way down to the south? Is this where our baroclinic boundary is? Is that what the model is showing? Absolutely crazy. It's almost like we've been seeing a negative PNA, negative NAO, and a negative AO in the European weeklies for 2 weeks now. This is exactly what we thought could happen. But once we transition into this, I don't think we see a lot of snow here for a week or two potentially if we do transition into this. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Zonal flow. Cold air zonal flow here. All right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get to answering questions now. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when we're forecasting and outlooking and it all starts to actually happen. It's a much better feeling than when you forecast and it all falls apart. All right. This is good. We like this. And I guess I'll show you one last thing before I get into this. GFS sees something similar. Good chances here for more snow out towards the coast. Look at that collapsing polar jet. Snow in the southern plains. Ooh, maybe a big snowstorm for Dallas. It's possible. Oklahoma City. It's possible. And then collapsing polar jet. This is going to be more opportunities for a nor'easter type setup. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, your temperatures on New Year's Eve. What are we looking like right now? Temperatures on New Year's Eve. What are we looking at? European. Here we go. Temperatures New Year's Eve at midnight. We are freezing. We're freezing out here. All right. All right. What's going on? What is going on? We got a snowstorm currently happening. I love it when a plan comes together. I need it to drop south. Mama needs cold weather and snow. It might, Leanne. Nor'easter, please. Euro needs to clutch it. Euro needs to... yeah, I love the Euro model because the Euro model is being very friendly to a lot of people. The Euro just needs to clutch up right now. It's just out to 300 hours. All that needs to happen exactly how it shows it. Yeah, it could be the last warm-up. A lot of wind. Local News calling for 4 to 7 for central Wisconsin. Could be. I'd push that up a little bit. I guess it depends where you are. North central, south central, depends. There's going to be a cutoff somewhere in central Wisconsin where the snow goes way down. Do you think North Carolina could get snow? Hey, the way the Euro and GFS look like, watch the second and third week of January. It's possible. Maybe even the end of the first week. Definitely possible. Grayson, I appreciate you, Mercer. What's going on, NTX? Record heat on Christmas. Unfortunately, yeah, all this cold air is coming in right after Christmas. We wanted that before Christmas, but that's fine. Now we have the chance for some snow for some people in the Midwest and Northeast on New Year's Eve, so that's fine. But yeah, no one wants a hot Christmas. That sucks. Any cold got South Texas? Yeah, there's cold coming for Texas. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. 5 to 15 degrees below average as we get into Monday morning. Boom. Look at that. Freezing down there. Maybe even get 25 degrees below average in some areas down there early next week. Okay, and then you get to about average. This isn't super hot. Get a little bit of a warm up there, and then potentially, look at that, more cold air. So you're seeing a lot of cold air finally starting to transition down into the southeast and into the southern plains that hasn't been down there in a while. It's not going to be steady below average for weeks, but you're going to have 2-3 pushes of below average air over the next couple of weeks. So you're going to have some nice days. Freehold, New Jersey. How much tonight? Where's Freehold, New Jersey? I can't remember every city and every town. What am I looking for? Here's the latest. Here is, sorry, wait, I'm at the wrong, wait, where am I? Here's the latest. Okay? Here's the latest. You're north of this line in Jersey, we're thinking 5 to 10 inches of snow is possible. Obviously, the farther north you go, your snow totals start to go up a little bit. Here's our little graph, if you want to look at it. Here's our little graph. Pretty good. Oh my gosh. Look at these high end Look at these high-end possibilities, guys. That's the high end, actually. It's still about the same, though. Still about the same. Look at this. Holy crap. Holy crap. What the F was happening in California? Yeah, you know, a little bit of a atmospheric river storm system slamming into the coast. Still, a lot of our flash flood, actually, mesoscale discussions are starting to disappear. We still have one down in Los Angeles. Mesoscale discussion. Areas of flash flooding will continue to affect portions of the transverse ranges to the coast overnight into the late morning hours. Hourly rainfall values of a ½ inch to an inch, locally higher are likely, which will maintain concerns for impacts including landslides, debris flows, and urban flooding. Yep, still a lot of rainfall moving into Los Angeles. We've been talking about this for a while. Heavy snow for the Sierra Nevadas. Good snow moving into the Cascades right now. Look at this, a little bit of snow moving into the Rockies as well. So, but here's our big snowstorm, guys. Here it is. Here it is. We are getting absolutely pelted with ice in central to western PA, which I hate to see. Mesoscale discussion. A wintry mix eventually transitioning to primarily light to moderate freezing rain will spread southeast through the afternoon into northwest and central Pennsylvania and western New York. What does that mean? Not good. Power outages. Undrivable roads. Power lines down, trees down. Not good. Not good. This is a very important period of time. Why is our snow moving east and not to the southeast? I think this map is tripping. Hold up. Okay. Okay, it's moving east-southeast. Okay. This is going to slowly start to transition to the south. Let's look at our temperatures because this is very important. You guys want to know if Philly's going to overperform or underperform? What are the temperatures right now in Philadelphia? That's going to tell me. I hope we're not baking in Philadelphia. Oh, are these correct? Hey, who's in Philadelphia? Do you got a thermometer outside? Are these correct? It's a little bit colder, I think, than it was supposed to be in Philly right now. That's good for you guys. You guys could overperform here. Connor, I appreciate you. Gage, what's going on? Is this... Are you below freezing there? Yeah, it's cold out here, brother. One of these bands could put some early snow. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You're not above freezing right now. Oh, my God. I almost want to pull a sounding now. Okay. This is going to give me 2 seconds. Let's pull a sounding out of Philly. Let's pull a sounding out of Philly. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. There we are. Let's go Philly International Airport. Okay. Here we go. Philly International Airport. Do I want to do HRRR? HRRR Philly International Airport. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Does that look like it's right below freezing? Holy crap. This is going to be so close. That's not touching the freezing line. Can you guys see that? Can I make this bigger? That's not touching the freezing line. This is going to be close. If this doesn't touch the freezing line, you guys are going to do better than expected on snow. Oh, that's so close to being freezing rain, though. This is making me nervous. Oh, see that? This is freezing rain right here. That's all freezing rain. But you need this snow to fall early. You need this early to fall as all snow if you want good accumulations. Look at the transition on the HRRR into all freezing rain. Although, this isn't showing out far enough. If we do go out far enough, let's go to... Is the NAM loaded? If we do go out far enough, I think you transition back. Let me see. Oof, the NAM is giving you guys 0. Oh, I already knew the NAM was giving you guys 0 snow, though. I don't really care about that. Euro deterministic. We do have the 12Z out now. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be so close for Philly. Dang. You need the snow right on the front end. You need this to be snow and not freezing rain to have good accumulation, and it's very, very close. There's our freezing line. You need this all to be south of the freezing line. It looks like it may be, but it's going to be a close call for you guys. Anyways, this right here. Okay, anyone up here? Are we getting thunder snow currently? Are we getting thunder snow? Is anyone up in this region? Geneseo, Ithaca, Watkins Glen, Corning. Anyone up here? This has got to be some thunder snow. Look at that. This is like this is like 3-inch an hour snowfall. Let me know if you get any thunder snow. This is heavy, heavy, heavy snow. Let's go to precipitation type so you guys can see it. But I like looking at the banding like that. This is super heavy snow in here. Bath, Naples, Hector, this region. I'm trying to look for a big city here. Watkins Glen, I guess, is the big city over here. Yeah, New York City's... Look, the snow's headed down. We have a heavy snow mesoscale discussion there. A favorable zone for heavy snow banding is becoming established across parts of western New York into northeast Pennsylvania. Snowfall rates between 1-2 inches an hour, I think it could be higher, will be possible under any band that develops within this region through late afternoon. Someone's going to get a foot of snow in here. New York, I'm still thinking, guys, we could push 6 to 9 inches in New York. Same with Long Island. This is headed your way. I know it looks like this is just headed west right now. This is slowly going to start. The low is deepening. So down here, you're slowly going to start getting more moisture forming, and it's going to slowly transition into snow as well. So don't worry. I know it looks dry down here. You'll get that moisture that this is the low is deepening. So you're going to see more moisture beginning to form down there in the southern region. So Seattle, well, you can't just like say, people, listen, you guys love to do this sometimes. We just name a city and we put a question mark, Seattle question mark. Why don't you just ask me the question? What do you want to know about Seattle? Do you want to know if it's a nice place? Do you want me to tell you if it's a nice place to live? What do you want me to tell you about Seattle? How the economy in Seattle's doing? What do we want to know? I can go look at Seattle. I'm kind of just messing with you. I mean, listen, precipitation temperature-wise, look at this. We got some good moisture moving out there. This is still looking like mostly rain for Seattle. Then we dry up a little bit. We warm up a little bit in Seattle as we get into early next week. Look at that. We warm up. Doesn't look like we get moisture again into Seattle after this stuff moves out until maybe near the end of next week, where we actually, hey, maybe a small chance for low elevation snow here. This is getting into next weekend in Seattle. Low elevation snow because we're gonna be cold and have precipitation. Hector, Rhode Island. Here. Look at Rhode Island. All right, let's go to our expected totals. Rhode Island, 2 to 3 inches. I'd say 2 to 4 inches are possible. Northeastern Rhode Island. Look, Providence is getting close to that area that may not see a ton, but if you get the high end, we're talking about 5 to 6 inches across Rhode Island if you get some nice banding. Yeah, I was going to say, you don't really even need to tell me, like, northern Rhode Island, southern Rhode Island. I mean, like, Rhode Island is the size of metropolitan Minneapolis. Like, Rhode Island's like a county size, so it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, like, you can see a little, like, there is a small area that could get a, like, you probably want to be farther west in Rhode Island. There's not going to be a huge difference, I don't think, though. Patterson, New Jersey. Again, you're going to tell me cities that I've never heard of before. Here we go. Okay, you're lucky I found it. Patterson, New Jersey. Not bad. Not bad. 6 to 9 inches. Definitely possible. You could get the high end there. I think you could be closer to 8 inches. Hi, come here. Show me your new clothes. Wait. Here, wait, come here. Let me show. God, it's cold. Yeah. Okay, say hi to stream.
Say hi.
Show them your nice hair when you go like this. Say hi, stream.
Hi, stream.
This is one of the things Santa got him. Pretty cool. All right, love you.
Come on, let's go.
I want to see the Santa.
Well, Santa already came. You're not going to see him again for another 12 months. He's going into hibernation. Love you, Fishy. His name's Fisher. We call him Fish and Fishy. We swore when we named him Fisher we would never... I probably shouldn't. I'd be telling you guys my son's name, but whatever. I just did. When we named him Fisher, we said we would never call him Fish. It's just too easy of a nickname. People hear us yell, Fish, come here. And they're probably like, why? They named their son Fish? Oh, my God. Whatever. Anyways. Yeah, right? Fresh, right? Yeah, he's loving all the Marvel stuff. Iron Man, Spider-Man, all that stuff. Hulk. Lancaster, PA. I lived out here, guys, and I don't know where anything is. I lived out here for almost 3 years, and I don't know where anything is. Lancaster, I don't remember where Lancaster, PA is, okay? But, again, Philadelphia, we're talking about maybe 2 inches is the latest. Trenton, 3 inches. Could be on the low end in Philly if it's all ice. Scranton, 4 inches. Getting up towards... Okay, these are the expected totals, right? I feel like most of you know where you guys... Oh, sorry. I feel like most of you guys know where you live. I feel like most of you know where you live when I show you this, right? You can see out here the light blues, inch or two, the dark blues, 4 or 5 inches. The light yellow there, that's more like 6 inches. The orange there, it's closer to 8 inches. But that's just this is just the expected amount. This is the high end. And we could get higher than this. You can see areas here of a foot. We're going to see some people get a foot. You could see them down here. You could see down here. You know, we'll see. We'll see who gets a foot. We need snow for Columbus, Ohio. Well, guess what? Let me show you something here. Would this be snow in Columbus, Ohio? Would that be snow in Columbus, Ohio? The Euro likes a little bit of snow back into the Midwest over the next couple of weeks, so we'll see if that happens, but at least there's a good signal there, or at least a signal there for you. No chance of sleet in New York City? Maybe briefly, but I think I'm pretty confident you're going to be all snow. All snow. Pretty confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Let's look at the temperatures right now in New York City. The issue is if you do get any sort of sleet, it's going to be in Manhattan because you get a little bit of an island warming, city heating effect. So it's always like a few degrees warmer in Manhattan than it is in the surrounding areas. So maybe a little bit of sleet in Manhattan, but I think mostly snow. Not too worried about that. Cosmo with the $1 super chat. I appreciate you, Cosmo. Thank you. I appreciate anyone who followed or subbed. Honestly, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Salt Lake City, Utah, more snow? I don't know. Let's go take a look. What's our Euro thinking? I'm just going to cheat. We're just going to pop right out there. Woo! Here's what the Euro's thinking over, not much low elevation snow here in the short term, but boom. Look at that. We are seeing first 10 days of January, and I'm completely forgetting to go back. We are seeing the first 10 days of January, the opportunity here for low elevation snow in Utah. Look at this. If this happens, that'd be nice for you guys. This is because we're expecting that negative PNA. And so you're going to get a big burst of moisture before we dry out west again. If that happens, end of the first week into the second week of January, could be fantastic snow for Utah in Colorado mountains. Short term, this is going to be mountain snow, not much low elevation. Wisconsin. Yep, it's really making me mad. I really need the National Weather Service to update this stupid map. Their expected totals are just so wrong here. The expected totals, this is just all wrong. The high end is closer to what we're probably going to see, like this, over the next 72 hours. This is Sunday, Monday storm for us. 5 to 6 inches across central to northern Wisconsin. Maybe Madison even gets in on the fun. Appreciate you, Cosmo. Big Bird, Bo, what's going on? KJ. Newark snow totals. Newark snow totals. Yeah. Of course I know where that is. 9 inches. Is that expected or high end? Okay, expect it still. Close to 7 inches. Expect it. From the National Weather Service. Don't take my word for it. I think you should, though. All right. How much will Allentown, PA get? Look at the expected totals right now. 3 to 4 inches. High end, you guys could definitely see 5+. Will North Georgia receive a good snowstorm possibly this winter? There's great signs for snow trying to get down into the south in January right now. We like the pattern for southern snow, or for the chance for southern snow moving ahead here. It's easier to see here if I go MSLP. Right here, cold air. This is below freezing air. Bear-Clinic boundary down here. Always possible. You get a little bit of snowfall in there, but I'm watching this time frame again. This time frame. January 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I mean, this is really going to be a great opportunity. The GFS and Euro see this jet collapsing. This is moisture coming off the Gulf. This is freezing air. We're freezing. We're below freezing all the way down to Orlando. Guys, I keep forgetting to change my screen today, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's more than ever. But right here, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Don't even bother telling me if the screen isn't switched, because it usually just takes me about 10 seconds. Okay? Don't even bother. I catch on to it, because I look every 10 seconds at my OBS to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Moisture coming off the Gulf, below freezing air down to Orlando. Okay? There's an opportunity here. First half of January for sure for snow down there in the south, even down into freaking Dallas. So interesting to watch. I mean, yeah, interesting setup. What's Great Neck Snow Turtles? What's Great Neck Snow Turtle? Does anyone know what Great Neck Snow Turtle? Oh, you probably meant Snow Total. You probably meant Snow Total. I wasn't even trying to... You probably meant Snow Total, didn't you? Not Snow Turtle. Right? I'm just going to assume. Also, there's like... I've just typed in Great Neck, and there's a Great Neck in every state in the United States. So you're going to need to give me a state there. I'm just going to assume New York. I'm just going to assume New York. Snow totals, yeah, 7-8 inches are possible. It's possible in Great Neck. So what's a snow turtle? Yeah. Yeah. Turtle. Could this storm end up... Don't worry, I know it's... You're probably typing on an iPhone or something and it corrected you to turtle. Could this storm end up being all snow for Philly? No. No, unfortunately. If it did end up being all snow for Philly, Philly would see like 8 inches of snow. It is right now. Philly is still below freezing, and I'm hoping it's staying cold. But we're gonna. The issue isn't even the surface temperature in Philly, though. If we're being honest, it's really not the surface temperature that's the issue in Philly. Let's go back to our sounding here, super quick. Look, I switched it on time. Again, going back to Philadelphia International Airport. Here's the issue. Can you point out where the issue is here? Here, let's do this. I'm just going to get my face off the screen. Can you guys point out where the issue is here? Can you see it? It's not at the surface. Well, it is at the surface there, but this is what we're looking at. We're below freezing at the surface. Look where we are at the 800 millibar level. There's a warm pocket of air that's trying to shove its way into the mid-level of the troposphere. So you have snow falling, and then it melts, and now it's rain, and then it refreezes right before it hits the ground. It doesn't have time to turn into a snowflake. It just hits the ground and freezes. It's freezing rain. Unfortunately, I mean, yeah, you're like, what the heck? We're going to be below freezing for such a long time. For the first 4 hours while it's snowing at the surface, but it's not going to be below freezing in the middle of the mid-layer of the atmosphere. But, you know, weird things have happened. Maybe as much... It's hard to tell what's going to happen in the mid-layers. Maybe as much warm air as the models think doesn't punch in. And Philadelphia ends up with more snow. It's still possible. All right, let me get back to questions. I might need to get myself a drink in a second. No problem. Nebraska snow anytime soon? I mean, yeah, I talked about this opportunity here. Here's our latest Euro. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is going to be snow. You're going to see flakes flying, likely on Sunday, all across in Nebraska at some point on Sunday. How heavy is this snow? I don't think we're going to see any crazy snow totals over Nebraska, but a little bit of snow. So on the high end, someone could end up with a few inches here in Nebraska, even eastern Nebraska, if you get lucky with some banding there. And then moving forward, the Euro gives you a really good opportunity for a big snow as we move out towards the 6th of January. But, you know, we don't want to look too far ahead, but the opportunities are there. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Take a look at this. This could put a lot... You guys could get smashed with snow from this right here. What's the Euro think snow with this storm? Let's take a look. Let's just go into 24-hour snow. Straight into Michigan. Here we go. Where are you guys? You guys are like in here. You know where you are, okay? You know where you are. It's going to be more snow than this. The Euro is way underdoing this. Let me go take a look. Give me a second. Load. Yeah, they're saying 2 to 3 inches. I think Grand Rapids could end up getting 4, 5+ inches from this. As lake effect kicks on and as we get back end snow here, the models are trending up. I think you guys are going to end up with way more snow than the National Weather Service thinks. Thanks, Pete. What's the most snow you've seen in person? I've never really lived in snowy places until now. Well, when I was little, we went on. I was like 8 years old, and we went on a trip to Salt Lake City, and I forget what year it was, but they had like record snowfall, and we couldn't even get into our place because the snow was up to the roof. Down in the base village, the snow was like up above the house, and so they had to get all these people come out like cranes and dig out to the door. And I remember that snow was like 20 feet high.
A new severe thunderstorm
It was
has
crazy.
been issued.
But actually, like seeing snow fall, I've never been in like a major. I was in Minneapolis 2 years ago when 16 inches fell overnight. That's the biggest snow I've ever been in. I know a lot of you have probably been in bigger snowstorms, but 16 inches of snow fell overnight. I think it was 2022. And my flight not only was not delayed in the morning, but it left early because Minneapolis airport is just insane. I don't know how they do that. Some of you probably have crazy stories. That Park Lake City, or Park City. No, Sun Valley. That snow was absolutely insane. I've never seen snowbanks, so I've never seen snow just over all the homes. Gotta remember where that was. It was in the 2000s, early 2000s. Started snowing in Binghamton 40 minutes ago. Already sticking and already got an inch. Nice. Yeah, let's look at the let's look at what's going on in Binghamton. Oh yeah, this is a heavy band. You guys aren't even seeing the heaviest snow yet. Binghamton could be one of those areas that ends up with a foot of snow easily. Binghamton could end up with a foot of snow. 100%. These bands moving in right now. There, let's go back down to radar. And let's go push. I have to check, make sure you guys are seeing this. Like, look at this. This right here is 2 to 3 inch an hour snow. Where's Binghamton? Where'd it go? It just disappeared. You're somewhere in here. This is 2 to 3 inch an hour snow, maybe even thunder snow moving in there. Very shortly. Let's get my drawing off here. My beautiful drawing. Okay. Let's get back. Snow. Precip type. Let's go back to composite. Actually, I want to see what's going on here. 1 second, guys. Yep, heavy snow. Could you see a mount maybe for Nebraska? Sure. Here's the latest Euro for our Sunday storm. So, like I said, it's not seeing a ton of snow, but I'd say through here, a ½ inch to 1.5 inches is possible. It is possible. Sunday. Yeah, it's possible. But then you move forward here in the Euro and you get some big opportunities near the end of this run. Obviously, huge snow, but that's a little bit farther out, so we don't want to jump on that too quick. Yeah, Emmanuel, I bet you do have a few crazy snow stories. I don't get why people want cold, snow, and horrible roads. Doesn't make sense. Well, you know, no one wants ice and sleet. People just want fresh snow. Well, people who like snow. Not everyone likes snow. That's okay. I'd say, like, I've done polls on how who likes cold and snow over, you know, who likes really cold and snowy winter. Usually it's like 80%, like 80-85% of chat loves it. And I'm like, yeah, 10-15% of chat's like, absolutely not. Four-wheeler on tracks, need snow. Big Bird, where are you? Do you think Charleston, West Virginia will see a big snow this winter? There is the opportunity, again, where our models are shifting snow a little bit farther to the south. So we're seeing snow in West Virginia on most of these runs. You can see it here on the Euro. You're getting snow back into West Virginia, maybe some big snow in early January. GFS tries to put that snow into West Virginia as well. Not even in, we're only talking about a week out. So we'll see if that gets into the low elevation there. Look what the GFS does too, by the way.
New information. This severe thunderstorm
warning.
Updated.
Is that Montana? Is that Montana? Yeah, it is. Severe thunderstorm warning. Great Falls, Montana. 60 mile per hour observed winds. Okay. It's just strong winds. I don't see any rotation here. This is where the radar is. That's why you see the red and green against each other. Let me show you guys. There you go. This is, yeah. So this is strong winds. This is just strong winds. Am I back to knots again? Okay. Yeah, 50, 65 mile per hour winds. moving right through Great Falls. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Easily South Carolina okay through next week. Well, it depends what you're looking for. Multi-parameter. South Carolina doesn't look bad. You guys are going to get cool over the next week, but looks like you're staying pretty dry. Pretty dry. It's going to be cold for most people out east New Year's Eve. Definitely for everyone east of the Mississippi, but even states like most of Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana should be pretty cold as well. Portions of, I'd say. Here's our temperature again for New Year's Eve. Anomalies. New Year's Eve anomalies. There you go. So, average to below average out here. Omaha's going to be just running maybe a few degrees above average. I don't think it's going to be too terribly hot. On New Year's Eve, it's going to be closer to average. Big Bird, I appreciate you. Oh, I think you told me that. I asked you where you are, but I probably missed it. Upstate New York. Oh, upstate New York. New York, close to Vermont. That's right. All right. Let me go back in here. The high ends could put some good snow up there. If you're in the southern portion up here, yeah, expected amount, 5 to 6 inches up here near Vermont, upstate New York. If you're all the way in northern upstate, it might not be that great, but there you go. So you can see 5 to 7 inches here, maybe closer to 1 to 3 up there. Yo, woke up to no power. Let's go. What? Oh my gosh, that's not good. Why are you saying let's go like you're excited about that? Snow chances. How does snow chances look for New Jersey over the next 3 weeks? Actually, not bad. You guys could get in on 2 more snowstorms, I think, in New Jersey over the next couple of weeks. I'm in southern Iowa, and we keep getting teased with these big warm-ups that end up being meh. Southern Iowa's not going to see much there, but again, the Euro's putting a lot of snow. If you just take a look over the next couple of weeks, the way that Euro is trending in the GFS, it's going to give Southern Iowa some chances here. You can see what's happening on the Euro. So, is Southeast Idaho doomed for a snowless January? No. Problem is, this is a lot of mountain snow, so if you're low elevation, but you can see that. It's giving you guys an opportunity. Problem is, there's just a lot of warm air out there, so mountains in Idaho are going to be doing great, I think, over the next couple weeks, but a little bit of struggle, yeah, down there in the low elevation. Take a look for Southeast Idaho, though. You get some troughing right around here. This could be a ton of snow for low elevation Idaho as we get out towards the 5th through the 6th of January. Not too far away. I couldn't imagine not having any snow throughout the year. For the first 7 years of my life, I lived in Los Angeles and Florida. So SoCal and Florida, so I didn't see any snow. I traveled, saw snow, but you need to move to Florida. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to get back here and I'll continue to answer questions. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, sorry, I've been muted this whole time. Well, it doesn't matter. All I was telling you guys was 1 second that whole time. I wasn't actually, I was actually doing any talking. So you didn't miss me saying anything important. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get back to it. Patrick / Ty, $10 super chat. You are awesome. I really appreciate you, as always. Let me take this. Be right back off. Worcester. Mass. Let's take a look here. Let's go into... Here we go. Let's go to the latest expected amount for you. Let's see. Expected amount, about 2 inches. What could you see on the high end if you get some good snow banding? 5 to 6 inches on the high end. So you're very likely to get some okay snow accumulation. You could end up with some good snow accumulation there. 5.5 on the high end, 2 on the low end. Yeah. Doylestown, PA. Where the heck is Doylestown, PA? All this stuff was close to me when I lived there. So Bucks. Yeah. I should have known where that is. I literally lived in Bucks County. But, you know, expected amounts. Doylestown, maybe 4 inches. Maybe 4 inches of snow. Yeah, Central Maryland's not expected to get much. Or anything. Philadelphia, expected amounts right now. About 1.5 inches. High end, you get a little bit lucky. 3 to 4 inches isn't off the table. But, man, it looks like ice and sleet are going to try to overtake you guys. It does. What's our latest GraphCast seeing? I want to take a look at this. Let's look at our latest GraphCast real quick. This looks like big heavy snow right there. Heavy snow Sunday and Monday in here. Heavy snow Sunday and Monday in here. I want to see what the GraphCast sees moving forward here. This is an amazing opportunity for a nor'easter on the GraphCast, January 6th, but it's a little far off the coast. We need that to move a little bit farther west. Could be a big nor'easter there if that happens. And then this would be snow on the GraphCast. This is our AI model. This is supposed to be the best model to use moving forward, but it's still training. Could be big snow in this region there on the GraphCast. So, interesting. Corning, New York. Corning, New York. Oh, yeah, you guys are in that heavy snow mesoscale discussion. Heavy snow mesoscale discussion. What do you guys expect it? Where are you guys on here? So hard to tell. So hard to tell. Right in here. 5 inches, high end, 9+ inches. Potentially. Any chance of thunder snow? I'm looking at this here and saying, definitely. Let's look at our radar right now. Look at this. You can get some thunder snow in here for sure. These are crazy. This is a crazy snow totals right here. I mean, this is 2 to 3 inches an hour of snow. So 2 to 3 inches an hour of snow falling up there. Watkins Glen, Penyon, Cornell, Bath, down towards Elmira. You may start seeing flakes flying in New York City within 30 minutes. Flakes might start flying in New York City. Definitely possible. Bring back the huge ridge over the central U.S., please, weatherman. Let's keep all this. And there's going to be, I don't know. January, we're going to get much more cold air down into the central and southern plains than we had in December. But it won't hold the entire month. How's New York City looking? New York City's looking like it's gonna easily get 6 inches. We'll see how much more. You could push 9 if you're lucky. If you like the snow. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my video today that I posted is doing terrible. I feel like 60 views in an hour. Like, what the heck? What did I do? Algorithm? Can you do Philly? Yeah, I've been talking about Philly a lot. Right now, the expected total from the National Weather Service for Philly is around 1.5 inches. Closer to 2 inches, honestly, right now. But 3 to 4 inches is possible if you get the high end. If that mid-layer warmth doesn't push in and sit over Philly for too long and you end up with more snow, you'll have a better day in Philly. But if not, you're going to end up with some freezing rain and sleet. National Weather Service still thinks 2 inches, though, in Philly. So, you said, is it actually rain on the right side of the radar? No. This is not. This is likely not rain in here. No. Because look at our temperatures. We're all below freezing here, and your mid layer isn't warm enough. So that's snow. Or at least a wintry mix. The models have an issue with the precipitation type, but yeah, these greens are likely snow.
New information.
Any possibility
This
for
severe
snow in Delaware?
thunderstorm
Small
warning
chance you
has
get
been
maybe an
updated.
inch. 1 to 2 inches in northern Delaware. Could you check what snowfall and ice will look like in the borough of Northampton, PA? Well, here's what I'll do. Snowfall. Here's expected snowfall for PA. Light blues, a couple inches. Dark blues, 4 to 5 inches. Yellows, up here, 6 to 8 inches. Okay, here's your ice forecast. Expected totals. You're not in too much danger if you are. You're not in too much danger if you're in the yellows and oranges. We don't like seeing this. We don't like seeing that at all. This isn't devastating. It's not fun, though. Not fun. I wouldn't drive on that, but you might not lose power with that. This is potential power loss type of ice. Trees down type of ice out there. Upstate New York, you can see that as well. But this is with I think this is with a later storm. This one's a later storm. New York City, 6 to 9 inches still looks very, very possible. I'm not doing anything. I'm in northeast Pennsylvania. Yeah, you guys are going to end up with some good snow. Yep. Chazzy, New York. Love me some Chazzy, New York. I'm just kidding. I've never heard of it. Let's look. Holy smokes. That should be called, you guys, that's Chazzy Canada, okay? Look at you guys. All the way up there. 72 hours. Not expecting much snow all the way that far north. Maybe an inch or two. Very close to Canada. I'm curious to see how much the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 changes today after 1226 update. Yeah, I mean, it's being very nice, giving a lot of people snow. How much for Morristown, New Jersey? I always look at Morristown and I still can't remember. Oh, yeah, you guys are up. Yeah. 5 to 8 inches, definitely possible through Morristown. I'd say, well, we're going to land closer to 6 to 8. Long Island. Long Island's a good spot to be. Expected amounts. Look at the new expected amounts. 8. Oh my, wait, is this updated? This is updated. Look at this. Look at the high ends now. A foot of snow. A foot of snow is possible in here. Look at Long Island. A foot of snow in some areas. Look at that. That would be a foot of snow on the high end. Look at the expected amounts now. Manhattan expected amounts. Ready? Expected amounts in Manhattan, close to 8 inches. Long Island, expected amounts, 9 to 10 inches. Western Long Island, 7 to 8. Oh my gosh, that just went up. Did they finally fix what's going on out here? They still haven't fixed what's going on out here. They fixed the high end out here. Expected totals, it's still glitched. But look at the high end for Sunday in Minneapolis. 6, 7 inches of snow. Rochester, Eau Claire, Albert Lee. Look at that. This would be big snow Sunday. Brought the Nebraska totals up a little bit too. Maybe actually an inch or two. Sioux City, maybe a few inches. The snow totals are going up a little bit. Look at this. Interesting. Wow. This new expected amount is actually being very nice to Connecticut and Rhode Island. Being pretty nice to Rhode Island, Western Massachusetts. High end for Boston has definitely pushed up as well. Bergen County's up there in central to northern Jersey, right? 5 to 7 inches is possible. Is it far north Jersey? You guys can see. You guys can see from the National Weather Service here. These are expected. No, these are high end, but go to expected. You're north of Trenton. 5 to 9 inches there is possible. Nah, with this storm, we're probably not going to get any snow into D.C. Early January, you'll have some opportunities there, though. For sure. Let's get an update on what's happening with the snow here. We are about to get snow. We're about to see snow flying in New York City. This is not rain, by the way. That's not rain. This is just a radar glitch. I mean, you're about to get snow falling in Philly as well. You need a little bit of this to accumulate before the ice sleet move in. This is going to be snow on the front end moving into Philadelphia right now. It's very close to moving into Philadelphia. Let's take a look at your actual radar down here. This is all going to be snow on the front end. Moving into southeastern PA. Who cares that it's green? It's supposed to rain Sunday night. I don't think New York City will have any snow left. You don't think after New York City gets 8 or 9 inches of snow, you think that 24-hour span in the 40s with some rain is going to take away 9 inches of snow? It's going to take away some snow. You have to understand. After the snow moves in, we warm up in New York City for literally 24 hours, and then we are below freezing pretty much until through New Year's Eve. We're below freezing. So I think 9 inches of snow survives a 24-hour warm up. I do think. I think maybe it goes down to 4 or 5 inches of snow, maybe 3, but I think it survives it. I think you got plenty of snow on the ground for New Year's Eve. It'll be messy snow instead of fluffy snow. Yeah, I mean, it can mess up the snow a little bit, but hey, when's the last time New York City had snow on the ground New Year's Eve? I mean, we can look at this storm now. Here, let me go back here. I could even look at, well, let's look at the HRRR 18K. Right, here's the warm-up that starts to move in. What's the latest HRRR say here with snow? I think it's pushing the snow a little bit too far north, but let's go to the northeast. Still putting 7 to 8 inches into New York City, 6 to 9. Long Island. Still trying to give 2 inches into Philadelphia for some reason. I don't know. I'm really nervous about Philadelphia snow here. That's the latest HRRR. The NAM is just stupid, but I'll take a look at the NAM anyways. NAM has just been terrible. Like what? Okay, if you guys only get 3 inches of snow in New York City, let me know. Like, look at the NAM. Look at the, like, I don't know. There's going to be snow falling down here, guys. I promise you. You're going to have some snow falling down here. I promise you. How much? There's going to be, especially like northeastern PA. It's saying no snow. The NAM is off its rocker again, guys. The NAM is off its rocker again. Don't buy into that. Believe me. Believe me. Oh, look at the Euro moving that snow a little bit to the north as well. Still putting 6 inches or more into New York City. But I like what the National Weather Service sees here as the expected amount. I think this is correct. I think this is a pretty good possibility here. What is the HRRR saying? I just showed you. For New York City, 7-8 inches. I'm in New York City. I've seen 20 inches melt in like 2 days. But that's good. Yeah, you're not going to get up to 60 degrees. You're going to get into the 40s. It's not going to get, I'll show you. There's going to be snow melt. But I'll show you. Let me show you what happens here. Let's go to our temperatures. Okay. Snowfalls. Let's look in New York City. They brought this warmth up a little bit. 55 degrees. But look how quick it is. We're talking you're in your 30s. And then you're like, okay, look at this. I mean, we're talking like you're 32 degrees. Let's look at the hours here, okay? You're below freezing here. How long do you go above freezing? You're below freezing right here. How long do you go above freezing? You're above freezing for about literally 24 hours. 24 hours you're above freezing. Back to below freezing. How long are, look at these 50s that punch in for 4 or 5 hours, and then boom, you're back into the 30. It's a really quick warm up, and that's why I'm pretty convinced you're not going to, well, I'm almost certain you're not going to lose all your snow, but it's a really quick warm up, and then you're freezing again for New Year's Eve. Really annoying, right? You got to get this ridge punching in right after that snow falls, but it's going to be quick. You know, the models can actually show us what they think. We can take a look at this. Do you want to take a look at what the models think for the snowpack? I'm pretty sure I can look at that on here. Look. We can take a look. Let me remember how to do this. We can take a look at what the models think moving forward for snowfall. I've done it a million times. Give me a second to remember. I've done it so many times. Crap. Let me look at winter. 1 second, guys. I should be able, snow depth. Snow depth. Oh, is this not gonna? Okay. Well, the Euro thinks you only get 4 inches of snow, which you're likely to get way more than that in New York City. So if you only got 4 inches of snow, you'd probably lose your snowpack. But I can't really go off the Euro because the Euro thinks you're going to get no snow right now. Let me see if the HRRR can show me. Let's see what the HRRR shows me. Snow. Let's go to... Oh, this isn't going to show me far enough out. Give me a second. I'm actually interested in this. No, we want snow depth. Listen, I think you guys are going to be fine. I don't think you're going to lose your snowpack. All right, just take my word for it. Thank you. There's nothing in South Brooklyn right now. Correct. That is an astute observation. Is that the word? Astute? Is that the word, guys? Someone correct me. Yeah, it's about to move in. You can see here's our precipitation about to move into Manhattan out towards Brooklyn. It's on the way. It's close. Astute? I think it's astute. I think that's the word I was looking for, guys. I'm watching radar. It's snowing in the atmosphere. Nick, I'm worried it's too warm for Staten Island. No, I mean, you guys are going to get snow. You guys are going to get snow. You guys are going to get snow. You're good. Here's the most updated expected amounts here. Power's back. Nice, Claire. Yeah, sometimes you see it snowing and it's evaporating before it hits the surface. If you see it snowing on the radar. Holy crap, Henry with a million roses. Thank you, Henry. Big Bird, what's going on? In Brooklyn, everyone's salting the blocks. Makes sense. Yep. Get ready. Will that snow band moving in New York City? Yep. New York City is expected to get above 6 inches of snow. Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids could see, I'd say, 2 to 5 inches of snow in the next 72 hours. State College over the next 72 hours. Not expected to see much. Dusting. High end, maybe an inch or two. Any upcoming snow in southeast Wisconsin? Over the next 72 hours, if we get a high end, you guys could get some snow down there. Inch or two. Taking a look at our most updated European. You have some opportunities here. There's a little bit of back end snow. Could put some good snow in southeastern Wisconsin. A few inches maybe. Right here. We'll have to see where this clipper moves, but New Year's Eve could be snowing in southeastern Wisconsin if this clipper moves a little bit north. You get another opportunity right here for snow. So lots of opportunities, maybe 3 or 4 opportunities over the next 2 weeks on these model runs here. Not a bad setup. As we get into mid-January, I think we could really have a collapsed polar jet, and this is when we could be very dry up here. Otherwise, we're going live when I'm at work. No, I'm usually live in the morning. Lately, my schedule's been crazy. Yeah, Philly today, an inch or two is expected. Inch or two of snow is expected today in Philly. Guys, I'm going to get off. Just to show you, though, again, for people who are wondering, this is what the National Weather Service expects. Expected totals for you guys out here, okay? If you're in these light blues, all right, I'll just draw this for you here. Right? We're up here, we're talking about 1 to 3 inches. Right? Down here, including Philadelphia, we're talking about 1 to 3 inches down here. We're talking about 5 to, I'd say, 8 inches in here. Same with there. 5 to 8. We'll call this 1 to 3 as well. We'll call this 5 to 8. And then in here, man, 7 to 10. Someone could end up with 12 plus in here. 12 plus inches of snow. Do you think Bucks County gets anything more than 3 inches? It's possible. Yeah. Yeah, you guys could end up with a high end of 5 or 6 inches. You get some good banding coming through. Everyone, I appreciate it. Appreciate any of the subs, follows, gifts, engaging, obviously, to help my algorithm. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all the support. If you want to join an awesome weather community, the link to my Discord is in the description of all of my YouTube videos and YouTube lives. It's an awesome Discord. Constantly update it. Trying to grow it. Trying to do this full time eventually so I can put all of my efforts into this and not have to work 2 full-time jobs. We're going to get there, though, because you guys are awesome. I love the support. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy the snow out there. And by the way, our models are being very generous with snow moving forward here over the next couple of weeks for a lot of people. I was talking about it. You can see the Euro putting more snow into the Midwest, out towards the East Coast, maybe a little bit down here in the South. Look at that. The plains, a lot of snow. The GFS is trying to do some interesting things with snow down into Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee. We're also going to have an opportunity for snow down in this region here, middle of January. We're seeing that polar jet collapse. There's my Discord, Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Mods, love you. You're awesome. Everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll be posting more tomorrow, and I'll be live tomorrow once again. See you.